Hi, thank you for joining me. Today's date is February 5th, 2019, and it's currently 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard on Tuesday. It's been a busy day, but let's get started, shall we? So I'll click on the screen share, pull up the trade so that you can see what's going on. This is New Zealand dollar, United States dollar, otherwise known as NZDUSD. And it's currently a negative $6.12, which isn't bad, considering that this time yesterday, we were at negative $7.52. Hey, that works pretty good. We're coming down. The amount is coming down. The negative is coming down, and it's turning and doing just fine. This is a buy, and it's at a 0.01 lot size. All you will see on here is my stop loss, my entry price, and my take profit, because this is what you call a naked chart. And a naked chart only has those three things. There's no indicators, there's no trend lines, there's no marking up the chart. And that's the reason why I stay in the daytime chart. Being in the daytime chart, I can actually see what a trade is doing. Excuse me. It's been run all day long. Anywho, knowing that I can see what's in the daytime chart, that's one of the reasons I don't go and trade in the smaller time areas. But this entry, the entry price being at 0.695, one moment, 0.69586. My stop loss is currently at 0.65586, which is going down to the 4-hour time chart. So you can see it's currently at negative 4,000 pips or negative $40. And with a balance of over $2,000, 40 bucks is not that big of a deal. The reason it is no longer at $50 or $70 is because of where it is on a negative $6.01. It's not that big of a deal. It's pretty cool. My take profit, however, is at 0.74586, which is 5,000 pips or $50. And I can do it that way because my ratio from loss to profit, it's fine if my profit's higher than my stop loss without any issue. And as soon as this trade goes into profit, then I will actually be moving my stop loss over my entry price so that no amount, regardless of if it goes down again, I won't lose that profit. It's a win-win-win situation. And the reason I stay in the day time chart is right here. Going into the minute time chart, there's not a lot that can be seen, especially with nothing marked up, no chart, no. If you've never traded before, I wouldn't advise you to be trading as a scalper anyway. And a scalper normally trades from as 4-hour all the way down to 1 minute. That's not my cup of tea, but if it's yours, great, have fun with it. Keep your consistency, keep no emotion, and keep, patience. That's what it is. You want your patience. Because in a minute time chart, it goes back to February 4th, yesterday. Not much information there. The 5-minute time chart goes back to January 29th. Still not a lot of information. You can't really see what's going on. The 15-minute time chart goes back to January 15th, and I'm not comfortable with only 4 to 6 weeks of information. It's not enough time. Going into the 30-minute time chart, it goes back to December 21st, and it's a little further, yeah. But if you're not used to it, and you don't have the experience, you don't have the information, you should be trading in a demo. If you don't, then I wouldn't advise you to trade in 30-minute or less. It's not a clear picture. Going in the hour time chart, it goes back to November 8th of 2018. Barely, just under 2 months. You sure you want to do that? If this is where you're comfortable, by all means, do so. But make sure you're marking up your charts. Make sure you've got all the indicators. Make sure you know what you're doing, because it's high risk. But trading's always high risk. It all depends on your comfort zone. Going into the 4-hour time chart, which is where I go to find information for you, it goes back to March 7th of 2018. And we're just a little under a year. You could probably do it here without any issue. And believe me, I was at one time, until I realized I wasn't getting a clean, clear picture of this trade. The trend line, what it does, where it goes, how it reacts to certain things, including the news. So that's why I go into the daytime chart. And in the daytime chart, to find out how a trade, or get a good idea of how a trade will do, because no one can actually forecast the market. They really don't. They can give you a guesstimate and an idea, and if it matches your guidelines that you set up for yourself for trading, fantastic, go with it. But how I figure out what a trade's going to do is being in the daytime chart. This goes back to May 19th of 2014. 4 years and 9 months. Not bad. But what I do is I put my cursor where the market is currently at, where the trade is currently at. And the price I have is 0.68981, and that's pretty close right there. Now when we trade right, but we look left. And following the trade all the way to the left, so you come to identical trend that has been going all along, which is right here. As soon as we can click on it so you can see. And I said it was 0.68981. Oh, we're too far over, just a little. I would put it right about here. Now, many people will say, well, Kathleen, why are you going back that far? And if you look at the pattern that it was right here, it's pretty close to right here. And it's matching it pretty close. So that's why I go there. And there it is. Yep, right there. So if you look at this trade, you can see where it's sitting right here compared to right here. And with that being said, then you look at what the trend on this trade is, and you can see it's getting ready to head up. Now, it could take a week, 2 weeks, a month, or more. And that's where your patience comes in a daytime chart. That's exactly where your patience comes in. And that's how I see it. Now, where do I get my signals? Well, up to today, my signals were coming from Stevenson Lindor and Orrin Wright, who are educators through iMarkets Live. They'll teach you from never seeing a chart before to beginner, intermediate, all the way to advanced. So will Christopher Terry, who's the CEO of iMarkets Live, but he has over 25 years of trading experience. So I would be trusting what he says. Then you have Tracy Walker, who is the queen of Forex, and she can do amazing things with how she teaches people how to get in, how to get out, how to mark up their chart, how to know what and read it, see what things are happening. She's awesome. And the last area is swipe trades, which is an app that goes on your smartphone. So you can trade wherever you are, turning your smartphone into an ATM. You don't have to sit in front of the computer is what I'm trying to tell you. You have mobility. And the app goes on your phone, giving you signals or ideas of specific pairs that you might want to take a look at. They're not guaranteed. You trade at your own risk, and past profits does not resemble future profits. There's no guarantee. Trading is risky if you don't know what you're doing. And even when you know what you're doing, it can be risky. So make sure you do your homework. Make sure you do your education. Make sure you know what you're doing, and then enjoy. Don't put emotion with the trade. The trade doesn't have it. You cannot have any connection with emotion when it comes to the numbers on the trade. Any pair. This pattern can go with any pair because they always repeat themselves. Having said that, I'm going to stop my screen share and see if there are any questions. Adjust to my seat. And I like it when I give a lot of information that it has people speechless. Well, with that being said, all I can say is you go and have a fantastic remainder of your Tuesday or your day or night, depending on where you are when you're seeing this. And I'll see everyone tomorrow. Bye for now.